What's going on, guys? Welcome to the 1v1 League Circuit podcast thing with Chris and Eddie. Hi, guys.
What's up?
Hi guys.
Now, today we've got a lot of topics to cover. Quite a bit. So this could be about from like 45, maybe a bit more than that. So strap in tight, grab yourself a drink, and get ready for your ears to be orgasmed by my sultry voice. And these two to ruin your orgasm, so sorry about that. Now, the first topic we've got to cover is, has anything shocked you guys so far? Like any results or any players' skill levels have underperformed or overperformed that shocked you? Start with Eddie. Oh, okay, we'll start with Chris.
I can't really say because most of the people in this league, I've known what they're capable of, and I've known the fact that they can play really well most games, and some days they could play really shit. So it's quite hard to say I'm shocked at most results. Some results I can say that they might have had the disadvantage, and other results I could say they had a massive advantage. But yeah.
What about you, Eddie?
Well, we're talking about the whole right?
Thing. So the league,
all the way
group
back
stages, and then all the J stuff.
So this will probably be Michael's win streak. Group stages.
Back in the league,
that was
like
just,
4 groups, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that. Yeah, sir. Because that was stellar, man. that really shocked. Because I didn't think he'd pull off so many wins in a row. So it wasn't that embarrassing that I lost to him.
And what made it better was it was all 2-0s.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was funny as fuck. If you count just single games, I think he's on 13 games right now on the chart.
That's good.
So, and last time I ran a league, it was Halo on Xbox 360, and Chris had a 14-game win streak. So if Michael plays Chris in the first round, if Michael takes the first 2 games, he dethrones Chris against Chris.
Ooh.
So I think that'll be interesting to watch. Is there any like? So would that be a result, or is that a player that shocked you? I don't know what that would cover under.
The result.
Is there a player's skill level which has shocked you? Like they've performed worse, or is there a player that's performed better than you thought?
Well, yeah. Well, I can't really say that. Well, I'm talking about Jay now. I can't really say that he performed better than I thought because I didn't know how he plays. Obviously, I haven't seen him play before the tournament. But like this is obviously only talking about what I saw in the days of tournament. But I'm interested to see how he's gonna do in your league, and I definitely think there's gonna be potential to shock me. But right now, I haven't been absolutely shocked by anyone yet because everything that happened so far was kind of in the realm of what I had expected from the players.
Well, for me personally, if we're talking about results, the result that shocked me the most was the first game of the group stage where you split with Aaron.
Oh, really?
That was probably the biggest shock so far. That was I was not expecting like much out of you against that. You for Aaron against Aaron. I thought Aaron was 2-0 and you. I thought it was set in stone. I didn't think much of it. I just thought, okay, start off the group stage. Aaron's gonna get 2. Aaron's gonna get 3 points. He's gonna go flying ahead of this. And you took the first game. I was like, what? What the fuck? Like it kind of showed that you improved. This was kind of like this step that showed, hey, I've improved. I can compete with you guys now.
Well, I'm happy that you think that way.
The player that shocked me the most, once again, it's got to be probably you. Like, let's be serious about this. What was it? 16 weeks ago we started this league. Let's be honest. You weren't good at the game when we first started this.
That was like my second or third week playing when we started the league.
And now you're going in as potentially 5th seed or last seed. Most likely 5th seed. Your favourite to go 5th seed, but overall, I still think that's a lot higher than what everyone would have thought if they knew straight away 8 people were going to be in it. I bet everyone would think Eddie last seed at the start of this tournament, start the whole circuit. You have potential of being 5th and getting to the set, having a better chance of getting to the semis. So you've really shocked me this tournament, like the circuit.
Thanks.
Especially you're playing the group stage, which was top notch.
Thank you.
Is Chris back yet? Please tell me Chris is back.
I've been back for a while. I've just been listening to you guys.
All right. So we've covered that. Now it's time for this is the next 2 topics are going to be the main bulk of this podcast. Right. So there's 10 players in the circuit, right? So there's the 8 people in the tournament, and then there's the 2 relegation people, which are Dean and Ray. We know nothing about Ray, so I think we're all going to put him 10th.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go around in circles, so go 10, 10, 10, 9, 9, 9, so you get what I mean.
Okay.
Me and Chris have done that. Me and Chris did it with Brandon at the very start of the league when we did our predictions, but there was only 6 of us. So I'll go first. I'm gonna put Ray 10th. Eddie, who are you putting 10th?
Well, I guess we're doing that. We're putting Ray 10th, just because I've seen nothing
Okay.
of him. Even though last time there was a player who I've seen nothing of before him playing in a tournament. That was Jay.
Yeah.
and he destroyed everything. So yeah.
Chris, who are you putting 10th?
See, I'm torn between 2.
I was tempted to put somebody else 10th, and
Yeah,
this
me
person
too,
I was
but
gonna put 10th. I put 9th, but yeah, I didn't put him 10th just because I don't think I don't want to put him behind Ray, because just in case Ray just has a shit show.
Well,
See, can I just ask who you're talking about, please?
Person. Chris, I think we all know who you're talking about.
You'll find out when I say my 9th after you say your 10th.
Okay. I'm just gonna say this because I've heard some things about Jerry that I'm not gonna say anything. So I'm gonna put Eddie.
What?
Me?
10th.
It was out to me or Eddie. I just didn't expect much from either one of us.
10th. Chris, 10th. You 10th best.
Oh, 10th best.
You're saying he's the worst player.
Oh no then. Sorry. I thought we were doing like finishing up.
Oh. This
My
is,
mistake, I haven't been listening, so yeah, never mind.
What the fuck?
What the?
Let me just say I have been having a conversation with my parents, so I haven't properly been paying attention to this as much. My bad. I'm gonna go with Dean.
What?
Wait. Oh no, yeah, I'll go with Jay.
What?
What?
No. I meant, what's the other guy?
Ray.
Ray. I got mixed up between
I'm
Jay
about
and
to
Ray.
die, man. I'm about to die.
I meant Ray. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know which one. I don't know which one was worse. Eddie, Dean, or Jay. Probably Jay. Was probably the worst one you did.
Nah, I actually
Okay,
didn't mean Jay at all.
Eddie, I think me and you are gonna have the same 9th place here.
Yes, pretty sure.
I'm gonna put Brandon 9th.
Yes, same.
I don't think he's gonna have enough practice on. I think
Oh,
last time he
for
played
fuck's
Dean.
sake.
Last time he played Dean, it was Brandon may have 3-2'd, but
Can I
Dean's
change my
improved since
10th?
then. No, Chris, no.
Because I completely forgot Brandon was even in this.
But I do think that he does have enough tools to be slightly above Ray.
But
Ready?
I haven't seen Ray play yet. But
He was in the amateur
well,
league with Jay and Dean and finished third.
I think I don't know. I mean, well, we're talking, and to be honest, he just doesn't have any game knowledge. He's got like his 5 or 6 gods who he mains, you know, with like it's not really what you could call maining, but like he doesn't know about anything else. Like he even asked me to explain to him how to play against warriors and didn't know what their abilities were. You know, that's just basic stuff you should know about the gods if you've been playing the game for so long. And
Well, thanks, Eddie.
I just don't think he can. Well, fuck you too, Chris. No, but honestly, I just don't think he can keep up. But we'll see.
Okay. Chris, who you
Me.
put ninth? What?
Huh?
You're putting yourself behind Brandon.
Yeah.
Okay, explain.
In a 1v1 scrim, I can't put my mages ahead of his hunters, and depending on which hunter he uses, he KOs mine.
Well, that sucks.
Because, as you say, Brandon's got about 5-6 gods that he plays religiously. I have 3 gods I would play religiously, but as I haven't been playing them as much...
I've got one thing to challenge your opinion of why you're ninth. You're forgetting one thing. You took a game off Jay. Jay walked over Brandon in 30 minutes.
Still.
Yeah, that was kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, but no offense, Jack. You say that. No, hear me out. You say that, yeah?
You beat Dean. You beat an improved Dean, which walked over Eddie. And
But-
Brandon only slightly
Jack.
beat a worse Dean.
Jack. Here's something to counter that, yes? I beat Dean, yes?
Uh-huh.
But I'm still technically drawing with Eddie in wins to losses.
No, but if you get what I mean, you played against a better version of Dean, which had a good time against Eddie. Brandon can't play against Eddie. You can
I
play
would
against
still
Eddie. Brandon
put
can't.
me at ninth. Because depending on, like, who I'm against,
But
I can do
Chris-
well against people, but I do shit against others. Like, you say
Yes,
that I take a game from
right,
Jay. I get absolutely demolished by Aaron, who gets thrashed by Jay. Jojo, I will 1-1, because he used to
Yes,
just
and
full up,
Brandon,
like,
and Brandon will get thrashed by Jojo as well.
yeah, but I'll probably get
By
thrashed by
everyone,
Jojo
as a
now,
matter of fact.
as he started winning game 2s.
Okay.
Eddie's warriors are better than my hunters.
Okay, you put yourself ninth. Okay. My 8th place, I'm going to have to give it. I'm gonna give it to. Oh, this one's a difficult one for me. There's 3 people here that I have to decide between. Actually, no, it's 4. I think these next 4 places are going to be up for controversy between us. Obviously, Chris is going to have a different one from me and Eddie because Brandon's still in his 4 for this area.
Oh no, Brandon's my next one, to be honest. I put him 8.
Oh, Chris,
no.
spoilers.
I'll tell you the 2 people I'm trying to decide between.
Can I take a guess?
The 4 people I'm trying to decide between is Dean, you 2, and Jojo.
I was gonna say those.
You 4 are the ones that I'm not sure about. I think you guys are a lot closer than everybody thinks you are. You know, I'm gonna remove Jojo from that competition. I think Jojo's slightly better than you 3. I'm gonna give it to Dean. I'm gonna put Dean 8th. I think Dean makes next season. To be honest, I think he will. I think he's always steadily improving. We saw a different side of him in the tournament, in Days' tournament than we did in relegations against Brandon. Against Brandon, he played a bit, he showed that he's not as experienced, but in the Days tournament, he had some outstanding games. And
Yeah,
he only lost 3 games, and they were when he lost 3-2 to Chris. He 3-0'd Dazer. He got 3-2 by Chris, and then 2-0'd Eddie. So it was a really good game. He had a really good tournament. I think he's 8th. Eddie, your turn.
Well, here's my problem. I've got respect for Dean
Mm-hmm.
because he kind of did walk over me.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the matchup, I should have won. Simply because of the matchup of the
Thanatos.
gods we were using.
Thanatos should not be anybody in a 1v1 realistically. Unless he ends it before level 12.
So, sorry, bro, but I'm gonna have to say Chris as 8.
Look at the right side. At least you're saying Chris will make season 2. Anybody from now is making it into next season's league.
Yeah.
Chris does not think he'll make it out of relegations.
Wait, what?
Chris put himself 9th on skill level. That basically means he does not think he has enough skill to be above any of us. That basically means he doesn't think he's going to make it out of next season's relegations if it was on skill.
No.
And why are you putting Chris there?
Just because, well, I think Chris is kind of being too timid and a bit too scared, frankly, of his matchups. Like, simply, like what you just said, Chris, putting yourself under Brandon because you think your matchup is bad. You're technically gifted, very gifted player.
Actually,
But
just to contradict you there, I put me under Brandon from past scrims that I've had with Brandon.
yes, but you need to and this is something
And
I'm
some of them
struggling
were
with as well.
matchups I should
But
have
you need,
won.
okay, let me finish. Let me finish. You need to stop being scared of that, and instead instead of moping about how you can't beat Brandon because his gods beat your gods, just try and pick up new gods.
Yeah,
Try
find
and
gods to beat
improve.
gods.
Try and find ways to beat him. If you don't start doing that, I don't see you going higher than 8th place.
Also, just to put it out there, Eddie, the rating I done for me was the past me.
Well,
Like
it's also
gods
the
I
past
used
you.
to play back then, yeah, that's what I mean. Because now I am playing new gods here. And I've actually got
Well,
quite a few
We're
new
not
gods
talking about-
for the Arsenal. Yay.
Anyway.
Okay, alright. Chris, ask your 8th place.
Huh?
8th place.
I already said it, Brandon.
And why?
Because, like, I can't see, like, after playing against Dean, I can't really see Brandon beating Dean. Especially as, like, Dean's improving greatly, and I hardly see Brandon training at all. And also, I can't put him below, like, ahead of Eddie, because Eddie's Warriors, like, are a great matchup against most people. Eddie's beaten people like Jojo, he's taken games off Aaron, and Brandon's been absolutely demolished by both of them. Like, Aaron, he might take a game off some people that Eddie has lost to, but sometimes that could be either like sheer luck or just them making massive flaws at the end of the game. So honestly, I have to put Brandon 8th.
There is one other thing I would like to mention. I forgot to mention Brandon. He has a tendency, like, living in the past. Like, he still goes on about the fact he took a set off Michael in week 2. Does anyone else notice this?
yeah.
Yeah, but then Jack,
Wow.
that's like me. I carry on talking about how I beat your nemesis.
Yeah, but then you don't go. You don't. When there's a conversation about if someone's like saying you're down here, you don't bring that up as an argument.
I beat your nemesis. I'm joking. I'm still putting
If
myself
someone
ninth.
if someone goes, Brandon, I think you're gonna finish like you're gonna get relegated because you're not good enough. He'll go, but I beat Michael. These people didn't.
But then you could
Yeah,
just
that
you
that
probably
was a
took a
while
game
ago.
off him. It's not a whole set.
No, Brandon 2-1 Michael in week 2.
Oh, I actually forgot that. I thought he just took a game.
Michael lost two games, 2 sets the entire thing, and it was to
Yeah,
me and
one
Brandon.
against you, and then yeah, as you just said, one
against
against Brandon. See, I thought I lost one. Oh.
Right, 7th place. Right, 7th place. Who do I give it to? I've got to give it. It's one of you two. One of you two, my 7th.
Who did you put 8th again? You put Dean, didn't you?
At the moment, I'm gonna have to give it to Chris.
Yeah, I'm 7th. I've been 7th,
have a
8th, and 9th.
I was so tempted to give it to Eddie because I have the tendency of like overrating you, Chris. I have that fucking tendency of doing that.
Well, to be honest, as like at the start of the league, you were telling
I thought you
everyone
were
how
gonna
you
finish
expect
second.
me to go to the final.
Yeah, no, I thought you were gonna finish second in the actual league. I thought you were gonna top the group stages. And for a while, it looked like you were going to. Until you lost to Eddie.
Yep. Damn you, Eddie.
Sorry, boy.
But yeah, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm not gonna like just think highly of you. I'm just gonna go for the fact that
Technically, 6th isn't thinking highly of me.
7th.
Neither is 6th.
No, I'm putting you 7th.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm not gonna. I can't put you above people just because I think you because I know you have the ability to do it. I can't. You don't use that ability enough to where I can put you above people like Eddie anymore.
Yeah,
But
doesn't bother me.
you can go higher if you showed your ability like against JoJo when you always pull out those last ditch wins because you stick in it. If you did that more, you'd be higher, but you don't. Right, Eddie, you're 7th.
Gonna be me.
Okay, explain.
Well, basically, my only reason for that is because I cannot and will not, it's a principle for me, put myself above Dean even though I haven't beaten him. That's just nonsense. And I think we all know that JoJo is still above me, even though I beat him that one time in Daza's league. So, it's gonna be me.
Okay, okay. Chris, you're 7th.
I'm gonna have to put Eddie as well.
Okay, explain.
Yeah, same kind of reason. Yes, okay, he's beaten JoJo, but JoJo's still playing with pros, like gaining more experience very quickly, and yet Eddie hasn't taken a game off Dean yet, so I can't really say anything as I haven't seen how Eddie is now against them.
Right. Okay. I'll put my 6th place. I'm gonna put Eddie in 6th. I think Eddie's warriors are without a doubt better than everybody below him's gods. Like, better gods, but I think. But alright, if I had to put 2 Eddies in this competition, if I had to put Warrior Eddie versus everything else Eddie, Warrior Eddie is 6th, everything else Eddie is 9th. Sorry, 8th. No,
Ouch.
everything else Eddie is 8th. You're above Brandon and Ray, but you're below Chris and Dean. Your hunters, your assassins, that they are below Chris and Dean. But your warriors are above Chris and Dean.
Whew. Sounds kind of harsh.
It's the truth.
No, I was talking about how you just drop Eddie completely for everything else.
What about
Is
my
warrior
guardians?
is
He's talking
No,
about
'cause
your tanks are...
no, because you get countered by Ymir, Eddie.
Shush. Shush. That was mean.
Jojo's a fucking ADC and he beat you with a tank.
Well, what I gotta say to that is just
Yeah, Mira, okay?
every time I dashed, that wall of nightmares came up.
Or he just froze you.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad matchup for Athena.
Alright. And just Sobek got beat by Hell.
Shush, 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 shush.
Right, okay, Eddie, who is your sixth?
Well, that's gonna be Dean.
Okay, explain.
Well, as I just said, he's above me because I haven't beaten him and I call myself above people I've beaten. But I still think that he is not as good as Jojo is, just because I've seen both of them play. Of course, I got absolutely checked by Dean, but then again, I messed up that game quite a bit, so it was kinda also my fault that I lost that. Well, when I was playing against Jojo, I legitimately had to concentrate so hard to even be able to keep up a bit, so that's why I'm putting Jojo over Dean. So Dean 6th.
Right, we have to wait for Chris to come back.
I'm back.
Alright, Chris, sixth.
Dean.
Okay, explain.
Because, how do I put... Dean's good, I'll give him that. Like, his Thanatos is really good, his Circuit is really good. But Jojo, he
Soul
plays...
is really good.
Huh?
His soul is really good.
Yeah, but everyone bans his soul. It's like, if you ban his soul and his Thanatos... he relies on certain gods that he can get easily countered. Jojo, even if he's countered, he'll go ultra aggressive and still somehow pick up a victory with his gods. And now that he's starting to play other gods like his Erlingshire and Kali and all of this stuff, yeah, he's basically just growing up in levels quicker than anyone else can. So I have to put Dean 6.
I like one point you made there about the gods being countered and all that, and how Jojo will even win losing matchups. I would go as far to say is I think Eddie, the only reason you beat Jojo in this tournament was because Jojo's power cut out in game 1. I would go as far to say that. I'd go as far to say that I think he would have won that game 1. I think he was going to win that.
Well, we'll never know.
Because his Phoenix was coming back up, and like I felt he was killing you, and he was like, as you said for Jay, he was tight and sitting like a pro. So I think Jojo would have won the game, personally.
Well, but he wasn't killing me at that time.
No, he was. His power went out.
I remember the match. His power went out.
I remember I was watching.
I altered him.
You altered him over the wall, and just before you landed, his power went out.
Yes.
But he had both his relics up and his dash.
Well,
so
doesn't mean I would have died.
No. I think he would have got away, and you would have tried to end, and he would have killed you, so on and so forth.
Well, we'll never know. Luckily.
But I like that point Chris made. I think that was a really good point about Jojo winning matchups that he shouldn't be.
Yes, but I also will admit Dean does that as well, like his Thanatos. But I still reckon with Jojo's ultra aggressiveness against the Thanatos, he would win and pull out against Dean.
Right, 5th place. I'm gonna be a big shocker here. I'm gonna put Aaron in 5th.
Huh.
I think Aaron and Jojo they split their last 2 games. In the group stage, they split their only 2 games. In the group stage, just 1-1 both times. But I think Jojo has the ability, in a best of 5, I think Jojo has more skills in his arsenal to pull out a win than Aaron. Eddie, who are you putting 5th?
Well, I'm sticking with the conventional thing. I'm gonna put Jojo.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I think that Aaron is still a really good player, and I think that after his place back online, since he has to set up a new PlayStation, I think that he will be, and that he is right now on Xbox, probably training like a beast especially after getting wrecked like that by Jay. And I just think he's not going to be taking any more bullshit anymore. So I don't think, like right now, the JoJo I know, that he would go above Aaron. But as you guys said, JoJo is improving a lot. So gonna have to see. But right now it's JoJo.
Chris, who are you putting first?
See? I have to put Aaron as well. Because, yes, I'll see Eddie's point saying Aaron is probably playing Smite on Xbox, but I disagree that he's training like a beast. When he's on Xbox, he's with his friends. You might say playing is training, but...
Playing Assault.
Exactly, he's not really training. He's just playing new gods. Or just random games. And as JoJo is still as I said earlier, playing with pros, grinding, like, just gaining experience with gods, gaining pro experience, I reckon JoJo would be above Aaron. Because yes, I will admit, Aaron is, after that loss against Jay, he is probably going to try and buck up his ideas after that. But I don't see him properly trying that much on the Xbox. I see him trying even more when he's on the PS4 with one of us. Because that's when the competitive side of him will come out.
I think, yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point, Chris.
Because on Xbox, he just doesn't try hard.
On fourth place, I'm gonna put JoJo, obviously. I think JoJo is mechanically very good. But the over aggressiveness helps him, but it doesn't, if you get what I mean. Like, it can help him win matchups he shouldn't, but then if he's in a really, really shit matchup, it loses him the game quicker than you'd think it would.
Yeah, that's true.
It gets him into, like, Apollo versus AMC. He tried to play really aggressive and got shit on. So, but then again, JoJo's shown that he can rein in that aggressive side. Like Eddie, your Long Shen versus Osiris, you beat him in gold levels, kills, but he beat you in objectives and won the game. So he's shown he can play two different kind of styles now. So that's why I say he's fourth. Go on, Eddie. Your turn.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Aaron now because, well, I just gave my reasons for that.
Okay.
I just don't think that he's above the other people left.
Chris?
I'm gonna have to go with JoJo.
Okay, and where's that?
Well, yes, as I've said, JoJo is trying his hardest to, like, get better and all of that, but I still don't think he's close to the same level as you, Michael, and Jay right now. He's getting there very quickly, but I still don't think he's that close yet.
Right, now this is the three that... It depends how highly you rate each one of the three left, me, Michael, and Jay. Like, I don't know whether you guys would do, like, your team bias thing and just put him first because he's your solo laner, but... No, I'm joking. I know you won't do that. Or you guys may know something that I don't, like, because you guys play with him now, and you guys know what he's like in game. So you guys may have a different view of him than I do. And then I have a different view of Michael than you two will, because I've played on a competitive team with Michael, so I know what he's like in tight situations.
See, that's the thing. The only time I've seen Michael is with his aimbot, and if he's thrashing us. I haven't really seen him in a properly tight situation. I've seen him when he's almost going to lose, and I've seen him lose, as I have beaten him a couple of times, not in sets, but just like one-match games sometimes.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually seen him in a tight spot where Jay...
Chris, you bitch. You're the reason Michael went on a rampage, fucking taking that game 2 off him.
Yeah, but still, I don't want to make anyone upset.
Why did you sign us all up for death camps?
No.
I didn't want to go to a Nazi concentration camp.
Hey, that's
You signed us
racist
up
for
for
me and
this.
Eddie.
You signed us up for this, Chris. You did.
Hey, it's not just
Not
me.
Eddie,
Brandon's the one
not
that took
me,
the 2 games
not
off him.
Brandon, not Aaron, not Jojo. You.
Well, guess what?
You signed us up
Guess
for
what?
this. What?
I'm just happy I was the last one to take a game off Michael. It's an honor.
Alright, okay, so, third place. Who am I gonna put third? Right, this is gonna be a very weird one because no matter what happens, my top 2 can't be in the final together. No matter what.
Why?
Because I'm gonna put myself third.
I actually thought you were going to do that.
I'm gonna put myself third. I don't think I'm as mechanically skilled as those two. I'm smarter than those two at the game. I'm just not mechanically gifted. I think that's gonna really show this tournament. Like I think that's gonna it's gonna be a big gap in mechanics between us three. Eddie, and the reason Eddie I say that Jay and Michael can't play each other in the final is because they're on the same side of the bracket.
I see. Well, I think third place.
This is much more
Wait,
difficult
this
than
is
you
so
think
difficult.
it is.
This is so
It's
difficult.
difficult. It's quite difficult.
If you want me to go before you, Eddie, I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
See? No rudeness to anyone and no bias to anything. But Jack, I'm gonna have to go with
Yeah.
you as well.
Yeah, I thought so.
Mainly because, like, I understand what you're saying about Michael, yeah? Which is why I can't underrate him. Because I've seen what he can do when he's not playing professionally. And he shreks us. He's beaten you 2-0, yeah? And that was on the Rampage. And that wasn't even him going professional. That wasn't him in a tight spot, that was nothing. So I don't think any of us have actually seen what he can really do, apart from you. And Jay, probably. So
No,
I
Jay's
can't...
not either.
Okay, Jay hasn't either. So I can't put Michael there. And as you said also, me and Eddie have seen what Jay can do in game. And he's basically carried us every game we played with him. And I've seen him play games where he can, like, 1v4 and then get a teammate to come up and just kill all 4 with him still surviving and the teammate.
Teammate was usually me.
No, Artemis. Jack knows what game I'm talking about.
Hmm?
Remember the Artemis game where he ran in, saved the Artemis, and the Artemis got a quadruple kill, and Jay still survived with like 47 health. Yeah.
Because Jay blocked everything.
Yeah, so that's why I'd put Jay ahead of you. Like, Jack, you are good, but with your rage and how you do get tilted very easily compared to Michael and Jack, I feel that will affect how you play.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Eddie, your turn.
Same reasons, same everything, same.
Okay. You could tell Eddie can't decide by himself.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
that's why I offered to go before him. I just thought I know he doesn't
really
want to be
couldn't decide
rude.
between you and Jay. I knew the fact that Jay must carry us so much. Like even when I was playing with the Germans, our scrim partners, they said the tier, which was Jay, was so overpowered and so good, and they asked me if he's a pro player, stuff like that, and I was just like, yeah, he's pretty awesome. That's our solo laner, man. But, yeah, he's good. So sorry, Jack, but you're in third for me.
I see how it is. Just because I abandoned you on the team, you decide to drop me down to third. I see that's how it is. I see how it is. I see how it is now. Yeah.
To be honest, it's not like I'm gonna put my coach to first place, like buttering him up. I'm not Brand.
Second place. I don't know. This is.
I can go now. I can go first if you want, Jack.
Okay, you two can go before me this time. Second place, Chris.
I'm putting Jay second place.
Okay, and why's that?
Same reasons, because PokerGoth is on a professional team. No one's seen how he's played in a pinch.
Okay.
And you could just turn around saying, "Oh, early game, Jay's dominating PokerGoth. Look at this. It's a Jay usual," and then PokerGoth could just come out in a pinch and just utterly turn Jay around and rape him.
Okay, Eddie?
It's really difficult because both of them I haven't won against ever. Both of them I've had like one or
Yeah, you had one
maybe
game.
two close games.
You've had one close game against Michael. The other
Yeah,
three you
but
got.
like two.
You didn't get a single kill. The other 3 games, Eddie. You didn't get a kill the other 3.
Yeah, that wasn't even Michael going full out.
But to be fair, against Jay, Eddie won the early game, all 3 games, and still lost.
Yeah, well, he was playing late game last. Well, anyway, I'm gonna have to put Jay in second.
Right.
Because it was still possible for me to, like, at least win the early game against him and do stuff against him.
Whereas
against
Michael, you just got
when
absolutely
he was
thrusted.
going all out, I was just what the? I'm pretty sure he wasn't even going all out. He was still probably like just playing with one hand or something like that. He was.
Nah,
still
it was
destroying
playing
me,
with
so-
his feet while sleeping.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. My turn. I'm gonna put Michael second.
I feel bad for Jay now.
I'm gonna put Michael second because Jay's last team that you took him from was scrim partners with Dave's team. Jay carried his other team, and they beat Dave's team every time. Like
See,
Jay's job.
but this is
Jay's
stuff
job,
that we don't know.
Jay's job was to shut Michael down, and Jay always shut Michael down.
This is stuff we don't know, though. So we don't know
I've
about
told
the
you this
past.
before, Chris. I've told you this before.
I've never heard
Didn't
that
tell
Jay
me.
shut Michael down.
I've told you that Jay's carried his other team against Daze's team. That's why I
Have
said
you?
you guys should pick him up. Yes, that's why I said you guys should pick him up.
Then I feel like I've just been completely tired for the past 8 weeks, or how long since you've told me this.
Also, I think the problem is with Chris' analogy of the fact that Jay's winning early game. Well, Jay plays gods that win late game, not early game. So it'd be, and Jay doesn't win early game in any of his sets. Like against Brandon was winning up until like, okay, the early game ended about 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
No.
3 minutes.
I never even once thought Brandon was winning. Oh
game
no,
one.
no.
Game one, Brandon was
Game
winning.
1, first 2 kills. I will admit Brandon was winning then, but that
Game
was only
2,
2 kills
Game 2, Brandon was winning ever so slightly.
for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, about 30 seconds. Still winning. Game 3, Brandon was winning up until 3 minutes.
That doesn't sound like proper early game. Early game for me is for the first 10 minutes.
Look for the tournament as well. In the games Jay won, Jay wasn't winning for games 2 and 3 against you, Chris, until about 10 minutes.
But
Against Eddie, Jay wasn't winning until about 10 minutes.
then Aaron, Jay started winning in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Jay walked over Aaron. Okay, that's the exception. But no, sorry, game 1 and 2 against Eddie, Jay wasn't winning for 10 minutes. Game 3 against Eddie, Jay didn't win until like 15, 20 minutes.
To be honest, I'm just saying this. The only reason why I put Jay down is because, yes, Jay wins late game and loses early game. But think about compared to Michael. If Michael isn't winning early game, he'll dominate late game. And if he's winning early game, the other person will rarely get a single kill against him.
I just don't think that Michael is prepared for the rampage Jay's going to bring, because Jay plays a different style to the rest of us. Like Michael's used to hunters, assassins, warriors, guardians. Oh, hell, raw.
That is so true.
He's not used to those two gods. Like, none of us have played them. He's not played against them.
To
He's
be
never-
honest, you can't really say Michael hasn't really been used to any mages. No one's picked up a mage apart from an Ao Kuang against him.
Who played Al Quan against him?
I'm pretty sure someone played Ao Kuang.
Who? Like, Eddie. It was Eddie. Eddie did. Eddie
That's
did
who I was thinking.
Al Quan against Freya and got demolished.
Because I know someone played at least an Ao Kuang against Michael, but no one else has picked up a single mage against him. Like, the only person in the whole bloody league, apart from you, Jack, and I'm not going to count you into this, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Who could pick up a mage in this is me. Because at the first point, Eddie couldn't really play mages apart from Anubis.
Eddie's played Anubis against me, thank you very much.
Yeah, but,
And he played against Jay.
yeah, but the difference between Eddie and me is that I'm a mid laner, I play most mages. Eddie only played Anubis back then as a mage, or let's say Janus or something like that, but his Janus wasn't good enough for the 1v1 league,
Yeah,
and
no,
Anubis
that's
isn't a
that's
god to be used.
Thank you, you just reminded me. Eddie played Janus against Michael in the first game.
Oh shit, yeah you did, didn't you, Eddie?
Oh, true.
And got shit
I
on
think I
still.
didn't do that bad.
No, you
Well, I didn't do that bad though.
No, but Eddie, I'm talking about from the
wasn't
start
bad
of the league to the late.
It wasn't that bad compared to
The Anubis.
how everyone thought it was going to be. Everyone thought you were going to get like 10-0. It was only 4-0.
That is actually really true.
Wait, who did I do okayish as?
Medusa.
I forgot.
Medusa.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Because Eddie would even... With Eddie, everyone would expect warriors... No, sorry, yeah, hunters back then. Because if you think about it, you've got Brandon, hunters. Eddie, hunters. Aaron, assassins. Michael, mages. You...
And no, sorry, Michael. Mages and aimbot.
Yeah. Okay, Michael, aimbot. You, we all expected assassins... Mainly assassins from. Maybe an Ao Kuang, but no one was ever going to let you have it. Apart from Aaron. But yeah, and Eddie, actually.
Eddie, why did you let me have Al Quan in that first time you played? Why?
I was young and naive.
And Jojo let me have it, to be fair.
Yeah, but as I was saying, like, everyone expected assassins from you. No one expected the warriors from you, really. But no one ever expects mages from you. The Shang Kui was a surprise to everyone.
The Shang Kui was trolling. Shut up.
And then me, most people expected...
Don't ever mention the Shang Kui.
Chris, if you go back and watch that, I even say to Eddie, I'm trolling.
Yeah, he did.
I know, I was watching that game. But no, but with me, everyone expected me to at least choose a mage. Because if I remember rightly, Jack, you was talking to people on videos and also outside to Brandon Michael saying, I expect Chris to pull out mages for this league.
Mm-hmm.
Like, apart from Freya, that's the only mage I've ever pulled out, and that was against Eddie and someone else.
Eddie.
Yeah,
That's
just
it.
Eddie. Yeah, just Eddie. No, I brought out to someone else.
No, just Eddie.
I think it was Jojo.
Right, well, I'm starting up the next part. Can someone check how long this video has been? Because that was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, that part.
I can't tell how long it's been up for.
You mean?
Oh, we just don't care. I
So
love
someone
it.
check-
It's been 22 minutes, roughly.
No,
Okay.
we've been doing this for longer than 47 minutes.
What? I'm watching the podcast right now.
I'm saying because videos above it have been uploaded 47 minutes ago, and we're underneath it. We started this around 9:30ish.
Well, it says right here 23 minutes, but okay.
For me, it says started streaming 15 minutes ago, but I can't say this has been a 15-minute video.
It's about 45 minutes.
Huh. I don't get it.
Alright, okay. Now we're going to move on to give our predictions for how the tournament's going to go for the rest of the circuit. All the way up until the last ditch of going into Season 2, okay? This is Season 1.
Mm-hmm.
So the next game on the circuit is Eddie versus Brandon for seeding. Now, Chris, me and you have gone over this, but we're just going to go over it again, just in case your opinion's changed, okay?
Oh, I don't remember my opinions.
Yeah, no, so it might have changed. I'm going to start off. I think Eddie's going to 3-1 Brandon.
Oh, it's best of 5.
Yeah, best of 5. I think Eddie's going to 3-1 Brandon because I think Eddie's going to win all 3 games on Warriors. I think, Eddie, though, you're going to try and be stupid and, like I said, play Assassins or something, or a Hunter, or a Mage. Something, try and be stupid. Like, don't be stupid, just play Warriors.
That's basically Jack trying to say, play Warriors, get the 3-0.
I'm being this on quick back. No, just kidding.
Go on, everyone. Damn it, Eddie, you know my strats are against Brandon now. For fuck's sake.
You've ruined it.
Sorry.
I hope you guys know I'm not joking, right?
Please say you're joking.
Okay, Eddie, you go against Brandon. Eddie versus Brandon.
Yeah, why me?
We're going in the same order
Chris
of the
didn't say
predictions, right?
anything. Wait,
No, it's your turn.
Chris say it?
It's your turn. We're going in the same
If
order.
you want
of
me
predictions.
to go second, I can.
I'll do
No, just keep it. Yeah, just keep it order of the 10-player thing.
I don't want to sound cocky.
No,
But I
Eddie, come on,
think-
honest opinion. You don't sound cocky. This is an honest
think
opinion.
If I don't do anything stupid, as I said, I'm probably gonna be able to, like, make it a 3-0. But that sounds so cocky.
No, it doesn't, because you're gonna hear me say I'm gonna 3-0 Brandon in a second. So, right, Chris, what do you think? Eddie versus Brandon.
This is me just being honest. If Eddie doesn't be an absolute retard and chooses a god that isn't going to beat Brandon 3-0.
No, sorry. No, when you say Eddie's not going to be a retard, so he's not going to pick anything that's not a warrior.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
Eddie, this is just trying to tell you your warriors are so much better than the rest of your gods.
But that is because we stick him in support, so he's mainly doing warriors and guardians.
That's so true.
Right, okay, next game is, Chris versus Jay. 3-0 because Jay, I put him first on skill. I can't contradict myself and try and go for Chris. I can't. Eddie, who are you going for?
Sorry, Chris, but you gotta go. It's gonna be 3-0 for Jay.
Chris?
Just
See, I'm just saying this now. I don't understand why everyone's saying sorry when I say 3-0 as well. Fuck's sake.
Okay, let's move straight on.
Just
Now,
select
the tournament, the lights, the big streets, where dreams are made of. The streets can make you feel brand new. Now you're in the tournament.
New York.
No, it's tournament.
Okay.
Tournament.
Concrete
These rounds can make you feel brand new.
Let's carry on.
These sets can inspire you. Now you're in the tournament. Right, okay. The first set of the tournament would be me versus Brandon. I am going to 3-0 him with my Jean-Qui strats.
Jean-Qui.
No, Eddie, you gotta do it like I did it. Jean-Qui! That's actually, I remember that. I started shouting that every time I killed you. Okay, Eddie, your turn. Me versus Brandon.
Oh, you versus Brandon. It's gonna be a 3-0 for Brandon. It's gonna be a 3-0 for you, Jack.
Oh, so look, Eddie, I would fucking fly to Germany and kill you. Alright, Eddie, your turn.
I just said it's gonna be a 3-0 for you.
No, because I want you to fucking apologize properly now. Go on, apologize. Okay, apologize for that. Yeah, fucking better be. How dare you put me third as well? when I put myself third, you're supposed to go, no, Jack, don't worry, you're still first. Don't worry, mate. We still love you. You're still the best. I'll be like, oh, cheers. But no. You have to be honest with me and put me fucking third.
Yeah.
Alright, Chris, your turn.
Can I ask a question before I answer? By your Jean-Qui strat, does that mean you're playing Jean-Qui every game?
Jean-Qui day every day.
3-1, you.
Wait, what?
Jean-Qui's good, but I actually reckon if you play Jean-Qui every game, Brandon might actually play something and try and beat it.
But Chris,
wait,
if we say Brandon is able to pick up one win against Jean-Qui.
That would involve that one thing. Brandon
Game
has
smarts.
to know how to adapt, and that involves game smarts.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Brandon might not have game smarts, but it has been proven that he sometimes adapts, which is very rare and unexpected.
When has he
Sounds
ever
like
adapted?
a fucking rare Pokemon or
When he
something.
beat Michael.
That wasn't adapted. That was Michael throwing.
I just reckon that if you play Jean-Qui every game, Brandon might at least take one game off you. That's me being honest. You wanted me to be honest. Eddie almost beat your Jean-Qui at the start until you got fully late game. If Brandon pushes more than what Eddie did, he could have a chance of actually winning.
Yeah, but Brandon's got a push early game, and he's not very good at that. And the reason Eddie got so good was because I was fucking trolling.
That's true. That is very
I still just think Jean-Qui is a troll for you, so I still want to just say 3-1 Brandon. 3-1 you, sorry.
What?
Now he has
Okay,
to
I guess I'm going.
apologize. Now
I
he has
guess
to
according to
apologize.
Chris, I'm going to fucking relegations now.
To be honest, Eddie also said 3-0 Brandon. So at least I gave you a point, Jack.
You actually finished your sentence. You fucking finished your sentence. He went 3 to Brandon. Joking. You went 3-point Brandon. Oh, joking. Yeah, you fucking finished your sentence, boy. You actually finished it.
No, I
Apologise
still,
right now.
I'm sorry, Jack, but I still think Brandon would at least take one game off you.
Fucking. I see how it is. I'll leave the team, and now they're saying even fucking Brandon's taking games off me. See how it is. Fucking. I see the wounds haven't healed yet.
They will never heal, Jack.
Captain.
You left me.
Second game
done.
is. Second game, in my opinion, is the closest game of the first round. Is Jojo versus Eddie.
I didn't know. Oh my goodness. I don't wanna.
I want to go first for this.
No, Chris, you're last.
I don't want to be lost.
No, you're last, Chris.
Be going soon.
for 3-2 Eddie.
What?
We're not gonna go for reasons now. We're just gonna go for scores. 3-2 Eddie. Eddie, your turn. Pick a score.
Three, two, Jojo.
Okay, Chris, your turn.
3-2 Jojo.
Okay, next game, Michael versus Chris. I'm going for 3-1 Michael. Eddie, your turn.
Michael versus Chris. 3.
Yeah, I went.
Yeah. Sorry. Michael versus Aaron.
Michael versus Chris.
Wait. What?
It's Michael
Michael versus
versus me.
Oh, well, I guess. Okay. I'm sorry. 3. Oh, Michael, I'm sorry. You're not gonna break this streak. He's on fire. Even though he hasn't played for a while in our
Chris.
tournament. He's
3-0 Michael.
Alright, Jay versus Aaron, I'm going 3-0 Jay. Ready?
2-0 and a forfeit from Aaron.
Chris, your turn.
Which one was this?
Jay versus Aaron.
3-0 Joe.
Right, okay, then we go on
Actually,
to the
no.
relegations.
Can I 2-0 Joe?
And a forfeit, I'm
Chris, I
guessing.
just did that.
Yeah.
Come on, Chris, I just did that.
And then we're going into relegations. We'll go to the relegations part before we actually finish the rest of the tournament. So the first game will be Brandon versus Chris. I'm going to say in a best of 3, so I'm going to say 2-0 Chris. Ready? Brandon versus Chris.
Yeah, is it best of
Yeah,
3
best of
then
3.
2-0, Chris?
Chris?
2-1 me.
Okay. Then we'll see Aaron versus we're gonna go with you two because we're gonna go with the consensus. We're gonna say Eddie. Aaron versus Eddie. I'm gonna say 2-1 Aaron. It's your turn. You should know this
Yeah,
by
I'm
now.
thinking.
I shouldn't have to keep saying.
Yeah, I'm thinking. 2-1 for me.
2-1 Aaron.
Alright, okay. So we're gonna go for Aaron beat you, Eddie. That's the consensus. Then we go for Eddie versus Brandon. I'm gonna say Eddie 1-0's Brandon. It's best of 1.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stick with that.
1-0 Eddie.
Right, so Eddie plays Ray, Brandon plays Dean. In a best of 5, I think Eddie will 3-0 Ray.
This is so difficult because I didn't know him. I hope I will 3-0 Ray.
Chris?
3-1
Ray.
Eddie. Because I don't know how
Brandon
Ray will do,
versus-
so I can't say 3-0.
Brandon versus Dean. I'm gonna go for Dean 3-0's Brandon.
Yeah.
3-0 Dean.
Alright, back to the tournament. Me versus Jojo. I'm gonna go for 3-1 me.
3-2 for Jack.
3-1 Jack.
Michael versus Jay. I'm going for 3-2 Jay.
3-2 Michael.
I'll also go 3-2 Michael.
Alright, so we're saying
Love you,
Michael
Jay.
Lafal. Best
We
of
still love
3,
you, Jay.
Jay versus Jojo in a best of 3. I think Jay 2-0's Jojo. Ready?
Yeah, same.
2-0 Jay.
2-0 Jay.
And the final, best of 5 me versus Michael. I think Michael 3-2's me.
3-2 Jack.
3-2 Michael.
I'm not sure Eddie thinks I'm gonna win, and I still don't think I'm gonna win. Right, okay. That's it. Okay, so that would roll us into season 2 with Brandon and Dean and Eddie surviving relegations, meaning apart from Brandon and Ray, we're all going to next season 2. Now, on to the next topic. Who is the most overused god in this circuit so far? Like the person that keeps getting picked up but just isn't winning, but then keeps getting used. Any ideas?
Should I start?
Yeah, if you want to.
I got a couple, but okay.
Artemis.
You want to? Okay. What about you, Chris? What have you got?
Quick question. Doesn't win. Can it win a couple of games?
Yeah, but it's not find the results everyone thinks it would find.
Medusa, Neath,
Yeah. Neath's a really big one this time.
Cupid,
It's
Hoyi.
not just on you. It's, apart from
It's
Michael, no
only
one's
one
found
person.
success on Hoyi. I think Michael's found
That's my
success.
point.
I think I'd say Erlang Shen.
What?
I'd also because he only got picked up once, right? But he's supposed to be this like big. He's the best Warrior 1v1ing, yet he lost his only game.
I picked him twice.
Oh, yeah, he's won one, lost one. He should have won two.
No, because Osiris is his worst matchup.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Who plays Osiris? Oh, it was JoJo, wasn't
No,
it?
it's not. No, it's not, Eddie.
Yes, it is. Osiris
No,
3
it's not.
stops him
Tyr,
in his turtle
Tyr,
anthem form.
Tyr is the worst matchup.
Okay, but Osiris is close to being his worst.
No.
Can I also
Osiris
say,
is the
like,
only
Sun
counter,
Wukong?
that's it. Yeah.
Sun Wukong wasn't picked up, was it?
You?
Yeah, I picked him up, then you picked him up, Eddie.
Oh,
If you remember, I beat your Sun Wukong.
true. But that was only once.
Yeah, that's the point. Sun Wukong is a warrior who should be able to beat a hunter.
Right, okay, we'll move on to the next one then. Most underused god. Like, god that is really good, but just no one picked him. I'm gonna go
Kali,
for Kronos.
Alquang,
I don't think
Kronos.
I don't think
Nemesis.
Kronos was picked up enough. I don't think Kronos was picked up.
To be honest, the only person
or
who is
Freya.
properly good with Kronos is Michael. You're good with Kronos, but I think Michael's the one that utilizes Kronos the most. So everyone expects Michael to be the only one to pick Kronos, which is why Kronos was only banned for Michael.
I think Thor's another one that was really underused.
I used him.
Yeah, I used him as well, but I think Thor's really underused. Thor's fucking good.
Ratatoskar, because he didn't get used.
I'm not sure. Ratatuskar was Ratatuskar don't know would work. I think, to be honest, I'd have to go Ymir. Ymir was really underused. I think Ymir is the only Guardian, or the best, at least the best Guardian at 1v1ing, and
Yeah.
until Days of Tournament, nobody picked him up.
Can I say Scylla and Janus?
Yeah, I agree with Janus. I don't know about Scylla, but I agree with the Janus one. I think, even though she was picked up quite a bit, I'd still say Jingwei was really underused.
Was I
Just
the
'cause
only
I-
one that picked up Jingwei?
Brandon played her.
Apart from
Dean played her as
Brandon.
well in relegation. Dean played her in relegations.
Yeah, but I didn't get to see the relegation matches.
It's on Brandon's channel.
True. I just didn't watch the relegation matches.
Right. Okay, and then the last topic on this little bit, until we move on to the last two quickly. The god that you really want to play, but they're too shit to be played.
Zeus.
Eddie, we'll start with you. Okay, yeah. Okay, Eddie. Who do you want to play, but too shit to be played?
Do yours first, I need to think. That still wasn't enough time to think.
Eddie, we all know what god you're gonna choose, so just say him.
No.
Just bring out the Anubis, we all know it.
Yeah, but no.
You can say Ratatuskar if you want, Eddie.
No, but I don't feel like I want to play him. It's probably gonna be
Just so you know, Eddie, it's not your skill
Upwash.
level. It's also how they are 1v1.
yes, Upwash.
Right, okay. Another little fun one. Who's the player you play the worst against? For me, I would have to say Michael.
Michael.
Chris, who do you play the worst against?
Aaron.
Okay. And the last topic I want to talk about is who's your favorite player to play against? Like, who gives you the best games? Like, brings out the best in you and always the closest games. For me, I have to say Aaron.
Chris.
See, I'm actually really thankful you said that, Eddie, because I was gonna say you.
Yay.
To be fair, Chris, I thought you were going to say Jojo. To be fair.
No, Jojo. I can't really say much because the most games I won was because he done something to throw it.
Yeah, but it's still close games.
Yeah, but with
If-
Eddie, most of the wins I had was my own skill, and not just him throwing it. Where with Jojo, I feel that he's more. he's just better than me all round, and the only reason why he failed most of his matches against me was because of throws. I think I've only had one true game that was because of skill, where with Eddie I've had quite a lot.
Right. Okay. I may have said that was last topic, but we've got one more topic, which this is going to take a bit. I want the explaining part in this as well. Okay.
Okay.
The best set so far that's been played, and why?
Out of all the games.
Out of every game, including days of tournament, the group stages, and the league, what is the best set? Actually, no, we'll go for a top three. Top three sets.
I got one already, but I can't think of another two.
My third would have to be
I can do it, Jack. I got the three now.
no, my third would be me versus Aaron the second time round when I pulled out the warrior meta. Just because it started the warrior meta and it showed my Alcorn could be beaten.
Can I ask a question? Does it have to be your matches that you've played, or
No.
No.
Any match.
Pretty much.
because for me, I actually think two of the games are my matches.
Okay, what's your third? What's your third, Chris?
My third would be the me versus Jojo, the first match we done, where I first played him.
He's talking about the one that's not yours.
Huh?
I think. Well, anyways, just go.
That was my third choice.
Okay.
And why?
Mainly because, like, no one expected what Jojo would do. And it was such an intense game from start to finish, and the third match, the Jingwei versus Izanami, I think it was, just went back and forth for quite a long time, like 40 minutes.
Okay, Eddie, what's your third?
My third is gonna be me versus Aaron in the first relegations match.
Yeah, that one was probably my fifth, I'd say.
Huh?
That's probably my fifth. If we did top five, that would make your back set would make it, but obviously it's only a 3.
Yeah. Just because it showed myself also that I don't like that I can do this if I hang in there. So it was basically like eye-opening for me also, because before that I was just like kind of losing everything except for like a few exceptions. But yeah.
Okay. My second would be Jojo versus Chris. Like they said, the first time around. That game was it was like Chris said, it was a tight game. It was really close, and it kind of Jojo finally got to show off what he could do, and Chris showed off what he could actually do. The talent that we all thought he had, but he'd never shown.
I would like to finish.
Chris.
Is this number 2?
Yeah, number 2.
You versus Aaron when you first started the warrior meta.
Why's that?
Because it was the start of something new that no one would have expected, that actually has worked out so well for many people now.
AKA Eddie, don't play anything else but warriors. Nothing.
Shush.
Okay, Eddie, what's your second?
My second would also be the same. Just
Okay.
because, yeah,
See, can I go first with the first?
thank
Because
you,
I
Sam.
think no one's gonna get what. No one's going to think which one I'm gonna do.
Then you go last,
Right.
Chris.
Oh,
You go last.
I wanna go first.
Because then
Okay.
Because that's better.
Yeah, go on then. I'll go last.
Okay. My first. What's my favorite set? My favorite set would have to be. I'm gonna have to go back and say Michael versus Chris.
Fuck's sake! Nope, it's not what I was hoping.
What, is that yours as well, Chris?
No, I just didn't. I actually expected you to say something different, but never mind.
What did you think I was gonna say?
You'll find out when I say mine.
I think it's gonna be. I think mine's Michael versus Chris, just because that started the Michael Stomp train, and it was the
See-
last time Michael got beat.
That would be my fourth, mainly because it was still somewhat of a stomp for most games, apart from when I won.
That's just me. If
Go on,
you ask
Eddie.
me again tomorrow, that game might not be on my list, but it is now.
Go on, Eddie.
Yeah, for me it would probably have to be my first game against Chris where I took the match. Just because it boosted my confidence
Lowered mine.
and
And then,
Well-
like, the next time we played, it was a complete stomp for me.
so yeah, it's gonna be my favorite just because it was the first time I ever took something, so obviously I'm gonna be a bit biased.
Yeah.
See? That's exactly what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking my one's quite biased as well.
What is it, Chris?
Come on, Jack, how do you not know? It's one of my favourite games that I've played so far.
Is it you versus Eddie at any point?
Nope.
You versus...
This league hasn't been mentioned.
You versus Dean?
Yes. That match was just so enjoyable to play.
I thought about saying that one, but I was like...
See,
"Do I
that's
really wanna
why
say
I
it?"
said damn. Because when you said me versus Michael, I was thinking he has to say me versus Dean.
Because the only reason I didn't say you versus Dean, the one thing that stopped me saying that was the 2-minute surrender from Dean.
Like, that was the one thing I thought that would bring it down. But still, apart from that, like, you had the first game, the Thanatos KO, yeah? Then you had... I can't
The Soul
remember. Yeah,
knockout.
the Soul Destroyer, yeah? Then you had the 2-minute retreat, like, surrender. Then, I can't remember what was the matchup. Yeah.
Poseidon versus Medusa.
Poseidon vs Medusa, and it was the closest game I think I've ever played, apart from the Izanami versus the Jingwei. And then the final game, the Jingwei, I think it was.
Versus Saket.
Yeah, Jingwei versus Soket. That game made me rage because I found out something with the Soket that most people didn't know, including you, Eddie, because you also questioned it.
No, I know that it makes you attack your allies. But I
Huh?
just didn't get what you meant at the time because it's not really a taunt.
No, the thing where she grabs
is,
onto
it's
you,
a
you
taunt.
can't. It's a taunt, but you can't attack her. You just can't do
Yeah, you
damage to the
attack your
Soket.
allies.
No, you walk into your allies. You don't do anything.
Yeah.
You just walk into them. It groups you and your allies up. If she hits one taunt on you and the other taunt on an ally, you walk into each other.
That's why she's so
No,
good
it
1v1
makes you
because
attack your
like,
allies. It makes you basic attack them. Check it out, it's 100% true.
yeah, but how would I know that from a 1v1?
No, it's just game knowledge.
Which I have none.
Work on it.
Shut up, nerd.
So, yeah, that's it. That's everything. We've covered
Yeah.
everything.
But no, I had to be biased then and have to put me versus Dean because it was the funnest matches to watch because I rewatched it, but it was also the funnest match I played at all.
Right, one more thing. Right, this week, very quick. What's the set you're looking forward to the most?
Me versus Brandon, because I can actually win.
No. The Jay
I'm going
versus
for-
Aaron.
No, my favorite I'm looking forward to is Jay versus Michael.
No, Jay versus Aaron. I just want to wait and hear Aaron rage again. I'm sorry, it was just so funny. Oh, I just loved
Eddie,
that.
Eddie, which one are you looking forward to the most?
He said him versus Brandon
Yeah.
Really?
because he can win
It's
it.
the only one I'm gonna be winning.
No, we're not talking about just winning, Eddie. We're talking about just
I know.
Everything in
like,
general.
like an actual dream match. And Chris, we're not looking for funny. We're looking for a dream match, like the closest match to the game. That
Okay,
would be fun
if
to
it's the
watch.
closest match, then it has to be Jay versus Michael. But the most one I'm looking forward to is Jay versus Aaron.
Okay.
Me versus Jojo.
Okay, yeah, that's up there. That's good. That's gonna be a good set. Right. So that's everything. Do you guys want to say anything else?
No.
I want to say one thing, because if we're talking about the favorite matches to watch and that, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say my fifth, as you mentioned your fifth, Jack?
Yeah.
And I already mentioned my fourth. It would have to be the you versus Eddie with the Jonqui.
You're a bitch. You're a
I'm
real
sorry,
bitch.
but that was just one of my favorite matches to watch, because I was like listening in to your conversation that whole time as I was in the party, just being silent, and all I can hear is Jack like, Jonqui! Take the Jonqui, Eddie! And he was like, no, not the Jonqui! Oh, I just found that so funny.
As you would say, you're a real mini Bobini.
Right, guys. I think we've got to do another one of these after the tournament's finished. I think we should do another one of these, before season 2.
I also think we should do some podcasts about other related stuff or unrelated stuff. Because this is
we
just
should start. We should. Us three should start our own podcast. This was actually pretty fun. I'll be honest.
this was the best. We just need to work on time wise.
Right. So as always, you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.